I truly think in the 21st century, the most important social movement is going to be bringing democracy to the economy. And cooperatives are already a good foundation showing people that it is possible and we can build a democratic economy.
Affordable housing is definitely an issue. It's also provided a forum for a lot of us who become active in our communities.
It is very important not to lose the sight of the basic principles of cooperatives and work toward that and never forget that for 1 minute.
When I was nominated for this award, I was overwhelmed and very thankful that I work with such a tremendous group of people who would believe in something like this.
I characterize myself as being a guy that was born with a little credit union spoon in his mouth, and I still have the energies that I want to devote to waving, if you will, the co-op flag across Canada.
I have co-op almost in my blood, and I want to continue that. So when I come to work, I come to work for the members.
Of all the things that I've been involved in my lifetime, this has certainly been the most challenging, the most interesting, and I think I'd have to say the most gratifying.
I would like to see people really consider how cooperatives and credit unions can play a more active role in our communities today. It still surprises me that our profile, especially of credit unions, is as low as it really is for what we offer and what we really are.
I got all of my after high school education through the co-op sector. So whatever I put into co-op housing, I got back in my own way.
There's nothing about cooperative values that gets in the way of commercial success and long-term survival. On the contrary, I think if you live those values, then there's no contradiction between that and good, effective management.
I got a great thrill the day I was down there, and a man came up with his 2 children, and I started talking to them, and they said, we just wanted to come down here, and I just want to show our kids and put our hand on it and say, this is ours.
And I think cooperatives and the cooperative spirit, if you will, is the way our society is evolving and needs to evolve, because this us versus them leads to war and destruction, and no one wins. We need a win-win, and co-ops are about win-win.
It needs to be a business first, the co-op, but at the same time it has to be there for the benefit of the members.
I'd like to think that if we do this here and it's successful, that the profits that we generate will end up in the pockets of our own members.
At school or in sports, I began to really realize that what I have to say is important, and we should work together.
And when you see some of the people that started from the credit union 21 years ago and where they are today, it gives you a real sense of satisfaction.
Being part of a more grassroots organization where people feel like whether they're big or small, they have an equal say and they can have input is, I think, increasingly important in the times that we live in.
Sometimes we think that the environment is something out there, but we're really all connected. When it comes to energy, if we're going to survive, we all need to take that seriously and play a role in it.
To tell you the truth, when I applied for the job, I had no idea what a credit union or a cooperative was at all. So I learned on the job. I like the idea of people helping people. I saw that as such a great aspect.
so many people in the co-op are my friends, and that's why I appreciate co-op life and why I say they're going to take me out horizontal.
We know through a lot of research corporate social responsibility is good for business. For credit unions and cooperatives though, giving back to communities is part of who we are. Our members and our communities see that we aren't just writing checks. We're also real people who are helping to build strong communities.
I would not be sitting where I am today if it had not been for the Cooperative Young Leaders Program, and I would not have the confidence and be the person I am.
It's a completely unique way of employing people with disability. These business partnerships are social enterprises.
And I think that's the strength of the cooperative sector. It's a great way to pull people together, to accomplish things together that we couldn't accomplish apart.
The idea of being involved in my housing, I felt really blessed. So I always felt that it was really important that I gave back.
We do have the objective to start youth co-ops, to give youth that experience, not just having a job, but be able to actually manage and run your own business.